Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Factorio version 15. Now, technically, this is still part of the alpha for version 15, but it's nearly done. We did have a game going on for alpha 15, but right after the last live stream for it, a bunch of the science requirements changed, and that sort of annoyed me, and I didn't want to have to go back and redo the areas, so, wow, this is... We don't even see any iron. Yeah, okay, so we're not starting on this map. I didn't want to go and have to redo the areas, and I like the beginning of these games very much, and the other thing was live stream, so I thought, you know what, we'll just go ahead and do it here. Coal, copper, stone, iron, we're good to go. So we're still going to be playing on the Rail World map, because that is... boop. That should still be fun. I still want to do rail type of things, and that's going to be okay. We can go... Where's the coal? Oh, down here. Although I suppose I could have started the things with wood. But let's go ahead and collect. Since it's a little further away, I'm actually going to sit here and mine out like 10 pieces of coal or something like that. So yeah, so this is the Rail World map, which means you get larger patches of stuff, but they're spread out quite a bit more. So you're really going to have to use some train stuff. The biter behavior changes. They don't respawn their bases in the Rail World, which does make that aspect a little simpler. But I don't think that's really... too much of a problem here. So we're going to go and get you down, and get you and you started up there. So you can start to produce some iron plates for me. We're going to connect some stone. We need, what, is it still 5 for a furnace? I think I'm remembering that right. And then with the plates, we'll be able to make some drills and automate the next part of this. So let's go ahead and get a couple of stone furnaces going on. We will definitely need more fuel. And we will need at least another box. Do I actually have... I think I've got enough wood to make another box. I think it only takes 2 units of wood to do it. I'm not sure. Because I'll want to set up a little coal harvester, throw it into a box. Actually, I guess what I want to do is get to the point where I've got 2 drills down here. That makes sense. So let's hope that enough iron plates have been made. That's probably going to be the best. Then we can just forget about the coal stuff entirely. And in fact, this coal could be dipped into there. That's going to be fine. Pick up the iron plates and get 2 burner drills. Perfect. Because then they can feed into each other over here. A little autosave. And the other one goes the other way. I will have to manually mine 1 piece of coal and then drop it in there, and they'll start feeding each other. Great. So let that go for a little bit. We are going to go ahead and manually grab a little bit more stone here. Probably the next thing will be to get a stone furnace going, or a miner drill on the stone that's dropping things into a box. And then we've got everything starting to go on its own. So I'll just pick up like, I don't know, 15 over here, then pick up some plates and see what we can do. And go, and 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And then some more plates. That's wonderful. 1 burner drill over here. That can go that way and goes that way. And we'll need some coal, which should be starting to accumulate down here. Boom, boom. It's not going to be a ton, but it's going to be pretty good for now. Drop half of it in there. And there we go. Get that going on. Excellent. So now we've got nothing to do but really to wait for more of this stuff to happen here. I could manually mine out some stone probably. I think I'll prioritize getting up to 3 of the iron mines. Because that'll be pretty good. We actually don't need that much stone. We're okay here. You and you. And there we go. We can get another one of these going on. Rotate. You. Drop. Doom, doom. Pick up some more iron plates. Pick up another, make another burner drill over there. A little bit more coal to run that. And we'll get that going. And that'll be a pretty good start. Okay. You can go there, you can go there. We'll pick up a few of those. Next thing, I'm probably going to go and increase the, what is this thing? Oh, the boilers. Man, they look different. Everything looks different. We're going to increase the coal production here. We're going to get a quad group of these little miners feeding into one another. Like that, and like that. so that we can produce faster overall. Lovely. So the stone's going to be good. We're not going to need, I think, anything else going on here for now. Yeah, no, not yet. Some of that. So what is the next step? Quickly getting up to science, I guess. Getting some power would also be critical, because you need the power to run the science. But I think the next step is actually going to be to get some copper stuff going on. I'll get one going now. We'll probably go up to something like 5 iron plates and 3 copper plates at this tier of tech. We'll go with we'll just go with 2 right now. Boom, boom, and boom, boom. Not there. Thank you. Half, 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 half. There we are. So that'll get started. That's going to be a good amount early on. You really don't need a ton of copper in the early days. Just enough to make some electric poles and a few green circuits, but really not very many. Bam, bam, bam. That. Bam. Okay. Alright, so there is a pool of water over here. It kind of looks like it might be a bit of an odd shape. So I don't know how it's going to work. I also don't remember the ratios anymore. Is it 2 to 1 now, boiler to steam engine? I feel like that's the case. Fluid consumption 30 per second. This does not actually state. I think it's a 2 to 1. Didn't they change it like that in Alpha 15? I guess we're going to find out. But I think I'm mostly right. Boom, 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 boom. Can you get one more of these going on? I know we don't have the fuel for it. So let me run down here, pick up a little bit more. I guess it's not that far apart. We're going to need a good amount of wood in a second as well to get, get some power cables up. So what I'll probably do is just let this do its thing for a little bit. Like that, and produce a bunch of power cables, or electric poles, I suppose I should say. I think we need a new hex. Where is it? Right there. Doom, 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 doom. And go for that. And grab a little bit more copper down here to keep that going. We'll also need some coal to get started. We also need a few more bits. We need a pump. And we may want a handful of pipes. Just to make sure that that's going okay. We'll also generate 1 science center and 10 science packs. Because what we're going to queue up first is some automation over here. Alright, it'll technically work. We are going to have to clear out some of the trees over here. Guess I should have done my tree farming there. Oh, there we go. I can set it up here. That's going to be fine. I'll still bop these trees. And that's going to be okay. So, water pump. I think the water pump still does a lot. I'm not sure. Into... Is it 1 to 1? I guess it doesn't matter which side this is. I don't know. Or is it 1 boiler does 2 engines? Oh, maybe that's what it was. I'll have to look it up again between episodes here. But I have a vague feeling that that might be what it is. In any case, for now, I'm going to run the power down here because it'll be a little bit more convenient to work in this area. Put down the lab. Throw in the science, which I'm still working on, but that's okay. Because it can start teching up. Da, 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 da. But it is a heck of a lot better than the old, like, 13.5 or whatever to 10 ratio, which is always a little bit weird. Let's go ahead and keep you fed here for now, although you're really not the priority, but I also tend to forget about you. Grab a little bit more of that, and drop in the last of the science in our science pod. Boom. We are going to need a lot of these stone furnaces. So we'll queue up a bunch of those now as well. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we'll be able to find out relatively easily if I go and build a second steam engine here. And just attached to this, we can confirm that everything is peaked. I mean, they might not be actually used because we're not actually draining power from this, but I think that will work. All right, you've got that going on, which is lovely. I'm going to go and queue up some more science packs here so that we can do the next thing relatively soon. We're going to want some automation down here. I suppose what I'll do is I'll run some power to there. And I don't have any coal for you. Let me go and run around here too, get that set up. So we are going to want a bus. Again, I'm going to try to offload a bunch of the jobs to like rail areas, but we are going to want some sort of bus. The next thing is going to be, logistics, because for splitters and underground stuff, it's going to be very handy. So we'll drop you in there, keep going on the tech. It's nice and dark. In terms of electricity, I mean, we're still 100%. So we'll see exactly what happens to the electrical load once things get a little bit more more crazy. So we're going to go and I'm going to cancel some of this tech, and we're going to get a handful of these assembly machines done. And I like to queue them up one at a time so that I start to get them actually available. There we go. We'll drop some more science in there. So one of the assembly machines will be to... We need some of these as well. One of the assembly machines will be to automatically make furnaces for me. But we're going to need some wooden boxes as well for some of this stuff. So I want to get rid of you. I want to take you and do that. And I want to ask for you to make stone furnaces. You're going to need a box there, and in a second you'll need the inserter. Okay. We'll also set up a little bit more production area over here for some gears and things like that. We're going to want gears feeding into a box, but then also be grabbed. I think we need extra space here. There we go, something like that. So you're going to do that. And box here, you're going to be making gears. And you're going to be making transport belts. So we need some plates being fed into both of these. I guess I could actually just go ahead and feed, rather, like, in the past I've set up this initial area and I've been, like, manually feeding the plates in there to get it started, which I can still do just to get things kick-started. That's fine. Yeah, but I can feed things from here. Which will accelerate the start quite a bit. I'll probably have to move this thing. Like that, and doom, and there we go. Excellent. So now we just have to keep some fuel going on in there, and that's going to be fine. Oh, you need a box. Then that... We'll do it that way. Boom. All right. Start making transport belts for me. And you are going to limit this to something more like that. Pick you up. We'll have to get some coal there. I'm not producing anything right now, and I should always be. And actually, I think that's going to be science. We're going to try to go ahead and finish the logistics here, because that's going to be really handy if we could do that. Dump full loads of coal into these things. keep it going. Although, nope, I guess I'm hitting the wrong button. I think I keep hitting, is it R? No. G, really? I guess it is G that causes that to drop. Do I have science on me? I do. You go ahead and get started. That's going to be fine. We may need to power up our electricity again. Drop some coal in there. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the coal down here to be on a track now. It might be time for us to start producing electric mining drills, actually. At the very least, for just the coal area down here to get that set up. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these, move these like this, and get a track that goes upwards. I will still put down the burner drills here and here for now. Oops. Ghost mode. Not what I meant. And for now, we're going to do that and that until we can get things set up, just so that we've got an additional source of things. And I'm going to want to dodge the stone. But other than that, I don't terribly care where we end up with this. So just generally get it up here, so at least I don't have to go down and grab it anymore. Do I still have coal on me? Nope, because I put it all in the thing. So let's pick up some of the stuff that's on the track here, just because I want to make sure that our power is still okay. All right, you keep accruing that. That's going to be fine. We're going to drop the science in there. And we're going to drop you in there as well. Get you kick-started. Let me go and grab this stone here. Just because it's going to be in our way later on. Bam. So yeah, we've got tons of available performance because we don't actually have very much on the grid right now. Can I build these automatically? No, I cannot. I think we're going to want a second gear maker or something like that, but that's okay. So keep going with electric drills. We're definitely going to want to change over to that relatively soon. Did I... Oh, there's nothing accumulated in there. I guess that's fine. Pick up a little bit more coal. Keep this going for now. And we could probably go and actually build some more science labs, although I'm still manually making the science for now. But we could change that very soon. I just got to get the copper on some sort of thing. And then, yeah, we've got to figure out a direction for our bus. And I think straight up is the thing that makes the most amount of sense. Because we've got iron here and iron here, which means we can set up an iron smelting area over here. We've got a massive amount of copper here, so set up copper smelting over here or maybe just down below. And we've got coal here, and later we've got a massive amount of coal down here. So we can keep feeding the coal into our smelting area very easily. And then sort of bust straight up to get the basics. Again, we're not going to bust all the things, but it's going to be a decent start. I don't think it matters really what direction we go in next for anything. I'm not worried about biters early on or anything like that. So I don't think it makes... I don't think there's anything that's a dangerous priority. We'll get the lighting, because then we can put down some lights everywhere, and that will look quite cool. I think we can all agree that that is true. That is a true fact, not an alt fact. Let's see here. So you're still going... You're still... Okay. I want to prioritize getting the electricity to the coal. Let's route the electricity around... Say just this way for now. That's going to be fine. Pop you. Pop you. And get you on there. And there. And I'm going to do the thing where I leave a gap every 2 this way. Normally, I vertically, I scoosh them up, and then I put the gaps in differently, but I think here's going to be fine. I suppose I could do every 4 or something like that, but it doesn't matter. In any case, it's going to cover everything up. It might mine a little slower than max speed, but it's not really going to matter here, and that'll be relatively convenient to walk through, so that's going to be fine. Okay, power, we're going to get you to swing over to there. And then you are going to go up. And we've got a couple more drills, so I'll just have you face here and here for now. Can you run them like that? Yeah, that'll stay connected. That's not bad, actually. Alright, we'll go for something like that. Again, it's very different from my normal pattern, but it's going to be fine. We'll pick up a bunch of the stuff that's just chilling here. We've got nothing automatically picking up the coal right now, and that's fine. and you've got no backlog over there, I can go and grab a little bit of this over here, which is okay. And, okay, let's keep manually building the electric drills over here. Let's drop you in there. How are we doing? We're going to need a bunch more stone furnaces, so that's going to be okay. Let me go and dump you in there as well. It is the iron plate that is the slow point over here. So we definitely need to build this up. And yeah, we could definitely be mining more. So the question is, do I... Well, I've got some burners kicking around because I just took them off downstairs. Well, you know, from the coal bit. So let me go and temporarily drop a couple of those down. Let me go ahead and do this and this. Let me grab... I think I still had a bunch of coal in my inventory, but that's okay. We're going to grab a ton of that. We're going to do that, and that. And then that'll also give me something to pick up. I mean, we've got a bit of a backlog here. Not a huge amount, but some. We've got a ridiculous amount of belts being produced, which is nice to see, actually. And we need to set up more mining drills. Okay, so now we're also short on electric circuits, which isn't actually because of the shortage of copper plates. But let's go and pick some up anyway. Now, I did load tons of coal in here at some point. It's going to run out not in the too distant future, I suspect, but for now we're definitely okay. Go ahead and get those going on. Pick up some more coal here. Bam, bam. All right. So I probably should have focused on this a little bit more before. Man, you need a lot of iron plates for this. I suppose I could turn off some of this production. Okay. Should I set up the actual iron smelting area right now? And I suspect almost that I should. Oh yeah, when do you unlock grenades? Because I like that for deforesting things. I mean, right now we do legitimately need some trees. So I'm doing this, but we are going to want some grenades at some point. Man, oh man. I think I might cancel this because I don't think we need any for a while, and then the gears can at least accumulate in there. Would this be better with a second one of those, maybe for faster gear production? I think it might be. Yeah, because you need... Yeah. There we go. That'll be better too. So we can do that. Grab some more up here. Keep that going. All right. That's starting to look like a decent base for our iron smelting operation. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do next. And I think this area here is perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't quite remember the numbers. Factorio smelting ratios, belts. Belt to furnace ratio. I'm thinking it's 24 per side when you're doing stone to a yellow. Yeah, rounded to 48. So 24 per side on a yellow when you're doing stone furnace, and clearly we'll need more later on. We are out of power, which just means we need to drop a bunch of coal in there. Bam. And again, both things have full performance. The steam, we're going to confirm that the steam hits 100%, but we're not using all the performance from these things right now, so you can see the fluid consumption isn't all the way. Yeah, we don't have a fuel stat over here. Pumping speed, 1,200 a second. So one pump does a lot of these. So it's 60 for a pair. Yeah, so many. I'm going to dump some more in there for now. But I'm actually just shy in stone furnaces. Let me go and pick up a few, and then we'll get this show on the road. Bam. So I want to set up 24 in a row. I don't know. This spot seems fine to me. So when the mouse pointer says 26, we're good. Excellent. And we're going to be dumping northward to sort of have the bus, and then we're going to have another line over here. We'll just set up, we'll start up on one side. We'll just do the right-hand side first. I mean, one side at a time kind of makes sense to me. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring you, I guess a little higher. Then over here, good, no trees getting in the way. We'll probably set up some sort of splitter here, but for now, we're going to do that. And on the other side is where we will drop the ore. So we'll get that going there. We need a bunch of yellow inserters. Get them all in the queue there. Pick up. And drop. Grab you. Grab the gears. We've got plenty of copper plates, so I don't need to worry about running down there. And there we go. Many yellow inserters. Okie dokie. So we'll be able to get our smelting by the end of this episode, and that, I think, sounds swell. Is there anything else we need over here? Oh, we're going to need power, but I'm going to get the inserters down first. I'll get a handful to get started. I mean, we're going to need iron ore, I guess. So we've got some of the means for that. So let's go ahead and get them set up, maybe on the north side first. Looks like we can probably do a pattern kind of like that. And that's going to be okay. Bam, and then we're out. If we do that, so these will do, we can do quads of things that way, which seems like a fine way to organize it. Okay, you're running, which is great. Because you can walk through the poles, right? Yeah. I think you get nudged a little over, but it's not really a problem. And then we're going to run you down this way to something like that. Excellent. We can still drop some coal in there. We're going to grab a few more of the plates that way. So you're running. The inserters are coming online too. Normally, I want to do this with the power on so I can more clearly tell what has been connected and what has not. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. And excellent. So they're all hooked up. They're going to start running. We don't actually have to dump right now, but I may as well go ahead and set this up. Because right now, I'm just going to be running up and down this line and manually picking up, actually. So this is really silly, but I can't stop. Please, God, someone stop me. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because, yeah, I can just go and do this and collect a bunch of iron plates right now. Because we don't actually need a bus at this time. We're not quite at that phase yet. Let's go and set up a bunch of electric drills. Let's grab some of this just to say that we've got it. We are definitely going to keep up all these things going on for now. Because it's helping out a little bit. Pick up some of these plates. You're still operating. You are still gearing things up, which is great. Oh, electricity. Wow, we are running through that a lot faster. So we're going to want to split off this coal line up there a little bit sooner to get the coal in there. What I could do is just put a box to help feed this in for now. Dump a bunch of coal in there. Oops, not you. You. Get a line. Drop all the coal in. You're not... Oh. You didn't actually connect. There we go. So you can feed coal into there for now. So you've got a bigger pool of it, which is going to be handy. Okay. Now, we are going to be hitting our electricity limit relatively soon here. Electric drills need a ton of juice to run. So I guess here we can put them back to back. That and we'll do some sort of probably, because this is not very many, we can just have a splitter combine these things up here. There we go. Get some of that so that they're available. I'll probably do the thing that I like to do, which you go there and lock is what we're going to organize. That, and we're going to need one more, and I'll keep up the 2-gap spacing, because why not? Just be consistent. You're going to lock in there, and you're going to do that and that. And this spot here is going to be for the undergrounds, and this spot here is going to be for power. And then we're going to have our primary inserter groups over here. Something like that. Excellent. Okay, lots of ore coming in. I don't know if it's quite going to reach the end of the line yet. This is not a huge ore field, so we might be a little shy. But that's going. I know we haven't done science in a while, but that's okay. Right now, we've got all the science we need to set up our primary infrastructure. But yeah, does this unlock grenades? No. Where do you get grenades? Military 2, which we will need green stuff for. Although we can hand make that at first, and that's going to be A-okay. So you merge up, that's going to be fine. Get down there, da-da-da-da-da. All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. We got a good base. I really like the layout of this map. I really think it's going to be quite handy for our smelting. Sometimes we've had issues on some of these maps where the initial area feels really cumbersome, but all our coal basically coming in from the south, and then all of our copper sort of being focused here, and our iron being focused over here is going to be wonderful, and it's going to be perfectly set up to have a train station over here to accept iron ore later on. Is going to be lovely. I mean, in the long run, this might not be enough, although we can keep sort of adding lines to the left, and that'll work out okay. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you're looking forward to another Factorio series. I know I'm really looking forward to playing another Factorio series, and I'll see you guys next time.